We hear that sound already all the time, so I figured
it's pretty natural. Let's go.
all week long. All rise is right, and there's the gavel. Is that really low?
That one was.
Yeah, it is. All right, well, we're ever evolving, as they say. All rise, order in the court. Damn it! Yes, I hear it is time to watch. They're still live. We want to jump into it because once it,
when they cut it, it's gone.
So we're jumping.
We've gone back a little bit in time here because this was an absolute. I believe the kids call them bangers. So we're just going to jump right into it. Live court. This is not pre-recorded. We're live, so anything can happen.
The last incident was around maybe September 13th, where I was just receiving calls all night while I'm at work, text messages, voice recordings.
Okay.
And I just don't.
Tell me, you got to tell me what they say. What's going on?
It was some real vulgar stuff. I got a couple voicemails on my phone. Basically, I'm not shit. I'm a hoe. I'm this. I'm that. Because I decided that I didn't want to deal with Mr. Sutton any longer.
You's a hoe.
That's not very nice.
Amber, looks like the county's having technical IT issues. So has he threatened you? How does he put you in fear for your safety?
He sent a couple of text messages threatening me, telling me I make Cole's birthday stop, and just trying to bother me. Like it was just too much. I was being bothered all night while I'm at work for a whole month straight. I was working overnight shift. I no longer work that shift, but I was being like seriously bothered and stopped by Mr. Sutton, and he knows.
Give me an example, though. I need to know how you feel in fear for your safety.
Got the hat crooked.
With the threats that he sent, the screenshot. I got a screenshot of him telling me I make Cole's birthday stop. So basically, they're saying that you gonna kill me. Saying that I make Cole's birthday stop. That's a threat to me. I was threatened because he threatened to say that he was gonna have my kids raped and screwed.
Oh, wait. All right, hold on. You have that on it. You want to share your screenshot?
Jesus Christ.
I could share my screen and show you what I do have.
What was the one?
Well, show me where there's been a threat or something like that on there. So, wait, I have little technical issues here.
Give me a second.
By the way, my son got a job today at one of your favorite places, Creed.
Where at?
Kohl's.
Oh, nice. Everything's on sale.
One moment.
He says share your screen.
Trucks early in the morning.
We're having a huge sale today at a doorbuster.
Okay, I gotta go all the way up. Because it's not letting me just go to my show. There we go, screenshot.
480% off. Dallas Alice on the monetary.
And you gotta share your screen.
Very low.
Do you not see it?
No, you're not. Okay, now you're sharing screen. That looks like make Hope's birthday stop. Those are audios. So you want to play those? You can hear them or?
I can't play them. Once he sends them, they delete. So I can't play the audios, but I do have voicemail on my phone.
Okay.
Okay, so you said screenshots where he threatened to harm the kids. Where are those?
Those were on voice recordings as well.
Okay, so what proof do you have that he made these threats? You got text messages? I got to hear the voicemail. Go ahead.
Somebody's calling. 1 second. I got. I'll let you hear this voicemail.
Somebody talking, Creed.
Because I can't figure out how to work this streaming, so I can go to the next message so you can see the rest of the screenshots. It's more than this.
Go ahead.
This is a new
Give me a second.
All right.
I've never heard that. I'm learning so much today.
I mean, I get it. I understand you won't have any more birthdays after that.
But I've just never heard it.
I got to go back to where it's just my screenshot, so all my info won't be just on here. Give me a second.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't want to incriminate myself with anything that might accidentally get on the screen.
I don't want you to hear any of that really bad ones that I sent to him, if you know what I mean.
And I don't think those messages do go away.
That's right. You hear me? I think the email said county's having some issues again. So
county will
Blame
get
it
it
on the
fixed.
county. Blame it
I'll
on
check on
the
it.
county.
Is Amber going?
Should have had these
to a
screenshots
prom?
together. So give me one moment.
Okay, that's fine.
Pamela,
Now, on these screenshots, is that where the children were threatened?
No, I don't have a screenshot of that. That was on a voice recording that he sent on my phone. So once he sends a voice recording, once I listen to it, it automatically deletes.
Okay, so the screenshots of the text messages, what are those?
Those are just screenshots of him harassing me, pretty much.
Let me hear from you, sir.
We need those voicemails.
Yes.
This is what's going on. So Tiana Patterson, we started dating around maybe May.
Okay.
So remind you that we dating all the way from May all the way to August the 8th. So evidently she got back with her baby daddy, which I guess they fell out, and he stayed in Hateville, and I stay in Atlanta.
Hateville.
I want to know about these messages. That's what I'm curious about.
Okay.
I want to know a whole bunch about what. Nope, stop. I don't want to hear a whole bunch about what.
Right next to.
She said you've been calling her, threatening the kids. What's up with that?
It's the opposite, Your Honor, because I have messages. You signed the warrant on the 15th. I had her on my floodlight camera on the 17th when she don't supposed to be around me or be in contact with me.
I never came to his house on the 17th, Your Honor.
I have the screenshots. I can show them to you, Your Honor.
Stop your talking, girl.
A protective order or a warrant?
And also, Your Honor, I was raped by the victim as well. I did put that in my statement. So once I decided to cut.
Hold on a second. Mr. Sutton, what are you talking about? I signed a warrant.
No, not a warrant. You know where they served me at? They say you served it on the 15th.
Okay, step up. And I don't serve anything. So, did she take out a protective order against you?
Yeah, she took out a protective order against me, but I guess when they served me on the
it makes more sense.
28th, 29th, they say the judge signed on the 15th, but she didn't supposed to be in contact with me, and I have proof where she was at my residence on the 17th.
Stop. Why do you say she wasn't supposed to have contact with you?
We're off and running
because
today.
She took out a protective order on me, right? So they're like, I'm harassing her, but it's the other way around. She really harassing me.
Not true.
All right, stop. Ma'am, show me something where he's harassing you, threatening you, please.
Most definitely. I'm going to show you all these phone calls.
All right, get it. Go.
I want to see get naked.
I want to see a text message or something. So show me some proof.
Give me 1 second. One moment.
Because I have proof, Your Honor.
Well, let's see what you got.
We ain't got all day here. I rocked up.
All right. So these calls, that's a lot of number.
It's more than this. It starts. I work overnight. He knew that I worked the overnight.
Okay, stop focus on what I'm saying. Where are the text messages tell me that.
Who's Bear?
You say you have text messages.
I do have text messages.
All right.
Why is his other number?
I'm trying to figure out. It's letting me show you one by one.
I feel like she's maybe it's that so nobody can know it's him calling. I don't know. It's very strange. Why would you have him as Bear other number?
It's all the way up. This stuff is like 2 months ago. So
I mean, she coming in hard, charging him he R-word her several times and threatened to have her children R-worded. If you don't know what that word is, I'm sorry.
All right, well, I'm
heard it like 4 times. How's that algorithm, YouTube? How's that working for you?
Don't be shouting that out too many times.
Right.
Easy does it.
Oh God, it's Friday.
Reality.
Have you told him to stop calling you?
I did. I told him to leave me alone several times. He even took it to the extent to reach out to my mom and send my mom.
Don't care about him reaching out to your mom. Find the text messages, ma'am. Or whatever. I mean,
ma'am, I'm trying to get to it for you so you can see it.
Listen to me.
Uh-oh.
Just fine. Come on.
Going good.
How many times would he call you, Russ, a day?
At nighttime, it was more so voice recordings and texting, in calling as well. He'll call private while I'm at work. So I would say at one point I had like 60 missed calls at one time. That message I just showed you that morning, he called my phone constantly, back to back to back to back to back.
And you said, stop calling me. Leave me alone.
I did. I've told him several times to leave me alone. Several.
Was he like her side piece?
Hey,
Your Honor.
Hold on. While she's looking
as
at that.
soon as I get to this text message
we'll
while I was checking, I will show you. Give me about 2 more minutes.
All right. So while you're looking for that, you focus on that. Sir, respond to what she said only about you. And that's all. You called her a whole bunch of times.
I'm your huckleberry.
And that's stalking. If somebody tells you to stop calling, you keep calling. So why'd you call her so many times?
Your Honor, I'm calling her because she is calling me. I got proof where she called me from false numbers. Her name is Tiana. She calling me from a text app number. She not calling me from her main number. So I can show you where she texted me on the 16th, and she was over here on the 17th. And I told you, I don't know, on this paper right here, it said it was took out something about on the 15th. But she had contacted me after that when she don't supposed to be around.
You're not supposed to be around her. I saw on that one thing you were calling a whole bunch of times. Why were you calling so many times?
Your Honor, I'm calling. For one, that's like 3 months old. What I got is just last month. So remind you, she was calling me on text app. So as I call her, she will let the numbers pile up and won't answer the phone, and maybe send me a text from a text app number. Remind you, like.
Very simple. Block it.
I got 11 baby mamas, and she talking about.
Wait, whoa.
11?
Mr. Sutton.
Yes.
Say that slower.
Please.
Like one more time.
You have what?
I have 11 baby mamas.
Oh.
Ooh. So she's telling me about that. See, all this stuff is about 3 months old. You see this stuff right here? My stuff is new. So she really stalking me, Your Honor. I'm not stalking her. I have no problem with.
Tell me. Okay, hold on a second, ma'am. What date was this text sent that you're sharing?
Joy.
I gotta go back and look in my. No, this text was on the 7th of September.
Please.
This text was on the 7th of September, where he was saying like, "Bitch, I'm your worst nightmare. I'm gonna spare you for the love of your mama. Thank God for her every day." So basically, you're saying you're gonna harm me.
BIH means bitch, by the way. I didn't know.
Oh, thank you, Creed.
Your Honor.
I'm learning a lot today.
Yes, sir.
Greg Z.
I'm 6 feet 8, 300 pounds. She 5'2", maybe 130. Your Honor, if you look at my jacket, I've never had no problem like this with a woman.
Look at your jacket.
I've had 11 different women, babies.
I don't know what delusional. I don't know.
One of them has had me arrested.
She's going back and forth with her mama. Her mama fighting her. You know what I mean? Like I have all this proof.
A TPO on her as well, Your Honor, because she keeps reaching out, talking, communicating with me.
Look, you guys show me.
11.
So what do you have that you want to show me if you say she's been reaching out to you all this month?
I haven't spoken in 3 weeks.
Okay, hold on.
I ain't threatened him in 3 weeks, Creed.
How do I go to it? Let me see. I need to go to my camera. Let me see.
Literally.
You got to share your screen.
Literally.
Okay. I haven't.
Oh, that ain't it. Share your screen.
Really?
What, share content?
I guess, or share screen.
Time
I'm
for
on an iPhone. It say mute, stop video, share content, participant.
Looks like share content.
So, Your Honor, can I finish saying what I have to say, or you want to?
For God's sakes, can we pay for this man a vasectomy? I mean, obviously, he's never heard of a condom. He's got 11 kids with 11 different women.
Yeah, where's Nick Cannon at? I saw the news come out. Is he on his Dirty Dozen or damn close?
Goodness. I think this is quite the pair. And again, I feel like, you are very loved and appreciated here. I feel like maybe he was the side piece. I mean, I keep feeling that way. I mean, I don't even know if that's the right terminology for today.
Speaking of terminology, seriously, jacket means like check my file, check my jacket, check my file. That's
I'm guessing that means is
much.
Arrest record.
So much.
And all that stuff you wrote in that other thing.
By the way, I really hope that he's got some proof, because so far her proof sucks. And why are we not listening to the voicemails?
I think Judge Manning will get there.
Oh, he's looking at it. Yes. While you're looking for that, Mr. Sutton, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, this is Miss Patterson.
Yeah, go ahead. While he's looking for that, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, it just been a whole long 2 months of stalking me, threatening me, trying to just make. I don't know what his motive is. I just want to be left alone. Simply, I've gotten videos sent to my mom of me giving Mr. Sutton oral sex. I never knew I was being recorded. Your Honor.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
All right. Now
hold on.
Holy shit.
What?
Look at Manning's face. Look at Judge Manning's face. Somebody crop that there.
Look at that face. Yeah, she's like,
yeah, somebody grab that. We need that. Oh my God. Are these people watching Love After Lockup? Something very similar happened on Love After Lockup, but unfortunately with Love After Lockup, that shit ain't real like this is.
Oh
That's
my God.
unreal. Whoo, okay. All right. Surely we can't. We're at the peak, right? This is the peak? I mean, it has to be. We can't go.
Baby, come over here. Somebody sent me a picture of you eating. Looks like a rotten banana. I don't know what it is, baby. Will you come over here and tell Grandma what this is?
Oh, boy. Hey, here's another thing. Yeah, this is a good point, Dave. 11 baby mamas says he doubled up with any of them. So potentially he could have even more kids. Oh, my God.
This is insane.
And I'm just over it mentally. I don't want no contact with Mr. Sutton. I don't want to be bothered by Mr. Sutton anymore. So he's saying my mom, I also have a TPO on her as well because of this situation alone. It just been
you have a protective order against your mother?
I do.
And what
delusional, Honor?
Because Mr. Sutton have started a whole family feud because he called my mom. He sent my mom videos, just information when we were together that we talked about or shared. He just went and started a whole bunch of drama when he realized that I didn't want to deal with him anymore. Even sending videos, spreading rumors saying that I have AIDS and HIV.
You don't have proof of that. You don't have witnesses. What else do you want to show me? Text, because you're showing me these like where he sent voicemails or some sort of audio records. But
you want to hear the voicemail on my phone that Mr. Sutton left on my phone, ma'am? So you'll understand.
Hold on. When was it sent?
This voice. Okay, 1 second. This voicemail has the date on it.
Your Honor, that stuff is so old. I got recent stuff.
Well, that's
this voicemail was sent
I
on
got videos, Your Honor. I got videos.
We don't have anything more recent from 9/10. I haven't had any contact with Mr. Sutton.
Please.
I haven't.
Stop arguing. Go ahead, Miss Patterson. Play it.
1 second.
1 moment.
My God.
He's 1 second. Y'all got to get this together because I got to keep
we
moving.
gotta learn how to work Zoom meeting. I never had Zoom court before. So I'm trying to learn how to work it as well as others.
I'm pretty sure, and I know that if you were in front of me for an ex parte, one thing I say is go to zoom.us and learn how to work Zoom.
Thank you.
First thing that comes out of my mouth.
2 seconds before you get in there.
Good old Zoom.
Spoiler
Anthony kind of got a grin on his face ever since the BJ thing come out. Oh, did you see that picture?
I did.
You maggot asshole.
Can you hear?
You around here talking about this and that, you maggot ass, slut ass, trashy asshole. If your baby daddy knew what you hear, he should have been cut your bitch ass off, ho. You broke down, no vape smoking, black and mild, broke ass hoe. Bitch, you fucking the Arab at the shell. Bitch, you fucking the African at the shell. Bitch, you fucking your co-workers. Bitch, you just a nasty, slutty whore. Bitch, your baby daddy should have been cut you off and goddamn cut your ties. Bitch, you don't need no children. You don't do shit for no children, hoe. You don't get no haircut, don't buy no shoes. You don't do nothing but gamble, suck dick, smoke weed, and goddamn your broke ass went from vape to smoking black and miles. You broke ass piece of shitty ass, trashy ass bitch.
We're only halfway in.
Bitch, I just slutted you out and your baby daddy thought you was at home. I hope you listening to your voicemail because you a piece of shitty ass whore.
Can you pause that for a second?
You need-
I just need to breathe. There's so much.
He did too. He took a breath right there. He was on a absolute roll. Absolute roll.
First of all, I don't know how somebody needs to take this beats behind it. First of all, and make it a song. Dave, thank you. $5 Fridays today. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. It's also turn your volume down a little bit, Dave, because make sure there's nobody around you while we're watching court today. Holy shit!
Oh man.
Did you hear the part? Apparently, does she work at a gas station? Does she gamble at the gas station?
I'm guessing she just passing through, Creed. It seems like. I don't even think she worked with. I believe he referred to him as the Arab. I don't know him by any other name, so I can't really say anything else than that. But without any proof, I mean, this is all hearsay, right?
Yeah, she is. She's sharing her screen, and this is a voicemail. That would be why you wouldn't see people talk on the phone.
I mean, you can see her little face down there and little face up yonder.
Let's see his face. That's why. She's sharing the screen. All right. So all of a sudden, I think she's winning at the moment.
I mean, this thing come in hitting hard.
Good Lord. All right. Ready for the next half, I guess.
But the only thing I heard that was a threat was when he said something about somebody should have cut her head off. Everything else is just more like you, BJ blowing, Arab loving African guy down at the gas station over
and the Arab at the shelter.
Need to know because you a piece of shitty ass whore. You don't do nothing but lie, bitch. You ain't do nothing but tell lies, whole thinking you fooling somebody. You ain't fooling nobody. You broke down, cheap, broke ass hoe. You ain't got no motherfucking money, bitch. You around here fucking Tom, Dick, and Hank, bitch. And they got there for a blunt and the $20 to play the machine. You fucking $20 machine junkie, blunt monkey, freaky whore.
Oh my
God. This and that, bitch. Get a life. You broke down ass hoe. That's why you got them. That's why you got a skint fade on the side, hoe. You $40 hairdo getting that bitch. You ain't got no money, hoe.
$40 hairdo.
Bitch, you can't see me with a motherfucking binoculars, bitch, and you know that.
Damn.
You just sucking dick, riding dick, motherfucker, getting nutted in, you nasty, trash, and stinking pussy cock whore. You herpes, HPV having ass bitch.
HPV having ass.
That nigga need to listen to that shit, man.
He almost made it without the N-word.
You need to get, he need to keep riding. You need to get action. Maybe that'll give you some responsibility. You trash ass slutty whore.
Again, this is the guy with 11 kids telling her she needs to learn how to take some responsibility.
Wowzers. Oh, I wasn't expecting to be that good.
I mean, that's
the ending of the voicemail.
So tell me something. Well, ask you questions. Did he just call you out of the blue, or did you call him and then he responded?
Your Honor, he woke up and called me out of the blue, Your Honor. Mr. Sutton was on block. If you listen to that voicemail, it's my block message box. So his number was blocked.
I don't know what that meant.
Voicemail on my phone.
Yeah. All right, stop, Miss Patterson. What do you want to say to that, Mr. Sutton? Turn you go someplace.
Yeah. Oh, can you see me?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What do you got to say about that?
Your camera's as crooked as your hat.
If I went off like that, Your Honor, I was being harassed. And that message is way older than September. That's almost August, Your Honor. I got rapid videos and messy. What's going on is she was trying to, I guess, work her baby daddy and work me at the same time. And it wasn't going, I wasn't going for it. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Jelly bean?
I got recent text messages. You don't see her name.
But Mr. Sutton, you didn't file a counterclaim. So there wouldn't be anything I could do if you didn't file a counterclaim.
A county claim?
A counterclaim. You didn't go and try to get one against her.
Because guess why, Your Honor?
Thank you, Nancy.
It wasn't that serious because she was still coming over. She would
She was
come over
coming
every
over,
other day. She would leave work and come over while her baby daddy at home with the children.
She was coming over to your house, and you left that kind of voicemail message.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. She's coming. I've been to her house twice. She's been to my house for almost 90 days straight.
Did she stop at the
When's the
gas
last time
station?
she was at your house?
Shell station?
When's the last time she was at your house?
I'm finna show you September the 17th.
Your
All right.
Honor,
Hold on.
at Mr. Sutton's house, Mr. Sutton begged me and manipulated me to come over to his
Oh,
house.
please,
Once
really?
I was on my menstrual cycle. Your Honor, I was on my menstrual cycle when I went to Mr. Sutton's house. Mr. Sutton forced his feet out of me.
Okay, stop. Mr. Sutton, go ahead and share what you want to share.
Okay, so I guess I'm finna mash done.
Mr. Sutton, take that cigarette out of your mouth. We ain't on the block talking.
Mr. Sutton.
You're right, y'all. My bad. Here you go.
All right, Ms. Patterson, stop talking. Go ahead, Mr. Sutton, share it.
Can you see it?
Nope, I just see you.
You have give Zoom access to only select a number of photos.
Did I stutter?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, can you see that?
I still just see your face.
Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to learn how to do it. I got it in the photos. Let's see.
Yeah, when she stopped by there during her time of the month, that's when he.
All right, now you sharing something. Okay. So what day? Who's in black and
her going with the menstrual thing really got that really
I like
triggered.
That. Can you read that?
Yeah, it says laugh your face. Tiana, I think he spelled her name wrong. And she said, "Tuh, you funny. Why ya Buster?" And he says back to her, "Love you on my way home." She says, "Never why you pull up, Buster." And then there's something there I can't see. It says what? And it says, "Water up." And I think the other one says, "You playing okay?"
Wowzers.
who's in the green?
Okay, I'm in the green. She's in the black. Don't you see that say September the 17th at 3:38 in the morning?
Okay, let's see. You said, okay.
She say, I asked, who is this? She say, Tiana. I say, Tuh, you funny. Where you at, Buster? She say, love you on my way home. I say, never. Where you at? Pull up, Buster.
Is Buster any relation to Tom, Dick, and Hank?
That's what they were saying in the chat. A few of you. I love it. By the way,
Dick,
Gio.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gio.
What she got right here? Hold on, I got about 5 more of these messages, Gianna, so I'm just trying to show them to you one by one.
Go ahead, show me the next one.
Okay.
I think Cooper, thank you.
Won't let me slide.
Cooper,
Hold on.
going on the board.
It's Twitch. I don't know.
Get to it. All right.
Buster Keaton or Buster Ivan? What are the two?
Was it Buster Crash? Was he there?
Where
I slide it over.
Got some explaining to do. Jeez. Yeah, these two could do a really
That's
good
the same one. I'll do the next one.
No. Hold on, Gianna. I'm trying to. Let me see what I did wrong. Hold on.
No.
Okay.
Hang on.
Let me go out of this. Let me see. Can I come out of this?
It's just him navigating the
Then you
internet.
take the next picture.
No,
Yeah, I see stuff at the bottom. See if you can touch the next one at the bottom, but don't show me something you don't want, because I see some body parts and I don't want to see them in big screen.
Yeah. I know what you mean. That ain't hurt, but
That ain't
hurt.
The blue,
unless I'm doing it wrong, Gianna.
Oh my God!
You see what
Hold
she's
on.
seeing?
Yeah.
Who can see what you see here? No,
They ain't heard
yeah.
of.
Let me
That's
see.
some other girl. That's number 12.
All right. I'm
Can
trying.
we,
Okay, let me get.
screenshot that
I
and
want
get
to
it
come out of
big
this, Gianna. How do I come out of this? Stop, share.
If you have to, then you got to share again.
Okay, now here you go. Okay,
Don't click on one of them body part pictures. I don't want to see that. I can't unsee that.
I
think
got
it's
you,
the
Gianna.
All right, I appreciate you.
top where the
All right, here we go. You see this?
Not yet. It's still your face.
Still my face?
All right.
Can you
Missed
see
a hell of
that?
a show so far,
Hey,
Kyle.
sir. Yeah, there's
Rewind.
looks like a car, a video of a Ring doorbell or something.
Yeah, don't you see Tiana Patterson right there?
On September, where's that at your house?
Oh, here we go.
That's at
Zooming
my
in.
house up under my car porch on September the 19th at
That is-
1:11. I got more pictures.
Oh.
Hold on, Your Honor, and I got text messages.
He's
I'm
coming
being
in
harassed, not her, but I never went to the police.
That's
All right,
enough.
you take
I
that
think
down. What do you
we'll
got
get
to
it
say,
denied.
ma'am?
Mhm.
I have a lot to say. So on September 17th, yes, I did go to Mr. Sutton's house. Mr. Sutton know exactly why I went to his house. He begged me to come over
Please.
and once I got there, I told Mr. Sutton before I came there, I was like, look, I ain't trying to do this with you. I'm like, I'm on my menstrual cycle. Mr. Sutton still.
Well, can we stop talking about your menstrual cycle?
Okay,
Can
well,
we-
I'm letting you know what happened. You asking me what happened. I'm letting you know.
Well, I don't need all that.
Nobody's stalking Mr. Sutton. I'm being recorded, videoed, and taken pictures of without my permission.
That's at his house.
Your Honor,
Security.
Yes.
In your honor, Mr. Sutton is on heavy cocaine.
Yeah,
He's on
Your
heavy
Honor.
cocaine. So I
Heavy
wouldn't be
cocaine.
surprised if he's not in his right mind right now. He's on heavy
man,
cocaine.
please, right in mine.
All
My
right.
children at school.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm not gonna do that
All right.
Woo! Heavy cocaine, Creed.
Your Honor,
Heavy.
I'm the victim.
I don't know anymore.
I can't wait for you to tell me to stay away because I don't want to be around him.
Well,
He
I
is
don't want
delusional. I'm telling
Don't
you, I got
argue
a
with one
thousand
another.
pictures.
Stop. It's not the place. My God. People.
Wow.
All right. Let's stop talking about your menstrual cycle. Ma'am, he left that message. He says he didn't leave it in September. He left it earlier. You listened to all of that. And then you still text him, love you.
That's not my number, for one. I was at Mr. Sutton's house on the 17th. That's not my number. I have one phone number, Your Honor.
Yeah,
So
but you got a text app number.
Not Tiana.
That text wasn't from you, Miss Patterson.
I haven't contacted Mr. Sutton in over 3 weeks. I was at his house on the 17th. I text him from my phone. I no longer have those.
There you go. People aren't going to listen. They're going to go on mute. I've heard all I need to hear. Mr. Sutton, she said stop calling her. Miss Patterson, stop texting him. That's it. Put your emails in the chat. This is denied. If they'd have been a counterfeit, they'd have put both in place. But y'all don't need this. Y'all just need to move on. And Mr. Sutton, obviously you got 11 baby mamas. You don't have a lot of trouble with women, but I bet you didn't talk to one of them like that voicemail. So stop talking to women like that, Mr. Sutton. That's not good. Both of you put your emails in the chat. I'm denying this on failure to prove. Once you put your emails in the chat, you can leave the meetings.
Oh, wow.
Miss Smith, you're back. What'd you find out?
Still
All right,
talking.
before we go any further, let's just sink,
Wow.
let's sink all in. I felt like for a second she may have had him a little bit, but once we saw, she still went over to his house in the middle of the night, dressed
and
right nice, by the way.
She did not admit that one was on the 19th, if I'm not mistaken, too, which is 4 days after the.
So if you're so scared of the guy and you all these other things you're saying, she completely fell on her face once he broke out that photo of her strolling up to the house at 1 o'clock at night.
If he did not have that proof from that security camera,
he had dug himself a hole for sure.
She would have got that easily with just that voicemail. But her whole story was a little wonky too. I mean, it's almost like to get the voicemail out of her was like difficult. That was wow. What a great ending though. I think she did the right thing. I really
do. So God only knows what we're going to walk into now.
I need a kind of a slower okay one before we can wrap up.
Just let us down easy, Judge. Oh, perfect timing.
I guess so. At least
we nailed it. Nailed it, baby. Oh, look at that. We
Court's
nailed
gone. Good night. Just kidding.
Wow. We nailed. Oh, thank you. Oh man, if we didn't get the end of that, I would have been so mad.
That's a good point. I forgot about
Oh, I'd have been so mad. Oh, we're just going to jump over to the licking now. I'm sure it will pair in comparison to what we just saw.
Oh my God.
But wow, what a banger. What a banger, Creedence. You know what I'm talking about.
I am too. It was just like such a,
So what you need to do is you need to get on the BMV's website.
Oh,
and look that up. That should be able to tell you, or just call down to a registrar's office and give them your information, and they should be able to pull it up and tell you, yes, sir, this is what you need to do. According to what I see, the unofficial printout of and that's of course effective from June. I don't know what's happened since, or July, I'm sorry. But as of the date you got this ticket, the only thing keeping you allegedly from having a valid driver's license.
Nice that we can pause this now and thank Amy for 50 bones, Creedence, in the PP.
Amy, hang on. I'm having trouble. That PP?
That's PP, baby.
Oh, thank you so much, Amy. Thank you. That's awesome. We need the PP, by the way. Creed's got an expensive weekend. Thank you.
Creed's got a bad heavy cocaine problem.
I got some heavy cocaine to buy.
It's real heavy.
No, we're going to the race tomorrow. I'll be completely honest with you. That is going to help a lot. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. I was a lot of laughing. No, really. Hey, we're 30 minutes in. He's, already. Do we want to go back to?
Let's see how far
podium?
back. Well, I don't think he had any. I think he's
wow,
strictly
just,
courtroom, and we've only missed a couple of people, and we can go back.
You okay for a minute? I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
I need to go outside and just compress
paperwork that you're going to sign when you leave this courtroom and go down to the clerk's office. You need to double check that, make sure it's complete and correct, including any apartments, PO boxes, halves, rears, what have you. If you don't and it's wrong, you're not going to get your notice and you're not going to show up, and we're going to issue a warrant for your arrest. And that's a dumb reason to be in jail. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to ask when you're up here. First up today is going to be Tracy Payne. Miss Payne, come on up. Looks like you already learned the hard way that if you don't show up for court, they issue a warrant for your arrest, correct? Yeah. All right. So you got picked up, posted a bond, and they told you to be here today, and you are. So that's good for you. This is an old case. This is from 2020.
This is such a different change of pace from what we just left.
This needs to get resolved. How come you haven't been showing up for court?
Well, it was when COVID was going on, and we were in the middle of moving, and my address was going through being changed, and I didn't get the notice. And it was after the fact, and just put it off.
Oh yeah, it's going to be tough. This is what we mean, Creed. You're talking about having to decompress for a minute. This is the good decompress right here.
It's like the original warrant went out November of 2020. That's no offense and not a very believable excuse not to show up for court.
Oh, zinger!
What is your current address?
You don't believe your shit.
West Sheridan Avenue.
And now you're giving me a completely different address than what's on your bond paperwork. Your bond says 2203 Ryan Road.
No, that's not my address. That was my old address.
You signed right underneath it saying that was your address. And this took place this morning at 8:25 a.m. or probably last night when you got picked up, right?
Right.
This thing's not going to go away. It's an M1. You can go to jail for up to 6 months. You need to deal with this. And the longer you avoid dealing with it, the worse it's going to wind up. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Mindy Shively?
She's a friend of mine.
All right, unless you want to cost her $2,000.
Mindy Shively was a friend of mine.
I will go ahead and continue the bond that was posted on your behalf. I'm not going
I didn't put you on there. That is my fault, Cooper.
Which means if you don't show up in the future, not only is she
I
on
got
the
you,
hook for
bud.
$2,000, so are you.
I feel like
your
an
warrant
ass.
goes out for your arrest, and if you're ultimately convicted or plead guilty of this, I guarantee you, Judge George is going to take into consideration what's been going on to delay the resolution of this case. You had an attorney at one point on this matter, appointed by the court. Because of your failure to maintain contact with him or appear, he has filed a motion to withdraw. So you no longer have an attorney currently on this matter. If you want one, you're going to have to fill out a new application. If you don't want one, you don't have to.
So
but
sorry.
I can tell you, if you showed up in my court 2 years after the fact and asked for a continuance for so you could get a lawyer, after I stopped laughing, I would deny it and we would go forward that day. Do you understand?
Damn.
All right. Do you have any
Coming
questions?
in hot.
Very well. Show up.
Wow.
Jackie Heck.
Jackie Heck? Like hell?
Good afternoon, Ms. Poth. You're Ms. Heck?
Yes.
You understand your rights in court today?
Yes.
All right. You want to acknowledge receive the complaint?
Yes, Your Honor. You acknowledge.
And do you wish to have the complaint read, or do you want to waive reading?
Waive reading and enter general plea not guilty.
What's your current address here, Ms. Heck?
She
86
coming with an
A Street.
attorney.
Is it north, south,
North.
east, west?
It does. It's not any of those. It's just regular
Gay
Gay
Street.
Street.
Okay. And are you employed?
No.
You between jobs, receive disability, stay at home
I'm
mom?
disability.
Okay. What kind of work did you
Aqua?
do before you got hurt?
Factory.
And how long have you been receiving benefits?
7 years.
She has beautiful
Anything else
hair.
about bond?
We just asked for a cognizance bond. She received a summons and showed up today.
Very well. Okay. All right. You're going to be released on what's called your own recognizance. That just means that
Did
you
you see
are going
him
to
lay into that
sign some
lady?
paperwork promising to show up for future court dates.
I
Mr.
mean,
Ward, who has been assigned to represent you by the court, will be notified of future
Not
court
once,
dates.
but
It's important that you
twice.
stay in close contact with him so that you know when to be here.
Yeah, the
Furthermore,
excuse
it's important
part
that you
was-
respond to any communication
All
from
right.
him so that you can be prepared to resolve the matter. If you wait until
I'm
the
really
next court date to
confused.
see your lawyer for
This
the
is
first
live,
time, it's not
right?
gonna turn out well.
Yeah.
You understand?
I understand.
Very well. Ms. Pop,
Is
there
it
anything else we
courtroom
need to
1 or
address
3?
today?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Very well. You may
3.
go to bailiff. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're in 3.
And Jerome Newman. Mr. Newman, come on up.
Okay, I just
Good afternoon,
pulled it up
Mr.
on my
Newman.
phone and it
I'm
came
doing
up
all right.
with
You understand your rights in court today?
January. That was so weird. All right, never mind. I'll stop
Okay.
losing my mind.
All right.
All right. You're here because Judge George issued a warrant for your arrest last month when you didn't show up for your trial.
I
Basically,
wish.
because your case was assigned to Judge George, the only authority I have is to set a bond for you, which is going to be an OR bond, which means you'll sign off on some additional paperwork promising to show up. They'll send
That's
you a new court date.
PayPal,
You'll have to
so
appear.
YouTube doesn't steal
If you want to
30%.
have a trial that day,
we'll
you'll have the
wait till
opportunity. If you want
21st
to
of the
change your
month.
plea to guilty, no contest. Unfortunately, they have to wait until that next court date.
Yeah, if you're new here, we have people nice and send over to the PayPal too, which is just as nice as sending it here. That way, YouTube just doesn't take 30% right off the top.
But a disclaimer: we love the PP, but it is. But honestly, though, for you guys, it's
more understand what you want to do it the other way.
Yeah,
That way,
yeah.
your name is up on the screen. And all that good
still gonna get a
stuff.
hallelujah, but yeah, you
Yeah.
can see your name and all that. So we're just
To clarify for all the new kids in the block.
yeah.
Can I feel free to talk?
Go ahead.
All right. I'm confused like with this. I know this ticket right here that I got.
Mhm.
I know I'm guilty on that. because
Okay.
I didn't, I kind of stopped and go.
Sure.
But before that,
Shells, I'm guessing
my
this is
tickets
you.
were paid.
Shells,
and,
hallelujah.
like,
Thank you for the
the
5
State Highway
pounds.
Patrolman said,
Heck, yes, thank
Jerome,
you. And
is everything gonna come back okay? I'm like,
we'll
yeah,
see you at 6
man.
tonight, loving
Any other time I
live.
paid my tickets.
So here's what I can tell you.
Members only.
They're alleging that at some
Friday.
point you had a ticket here in our court,
Okay.
and
Yeah, every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, members only. We appreciate that added level of support from all you guys.
Yeah, friends and family. Then you don't.
Yes,
I-
do
the
not
only-
send it the other way, or it's
Well,
gonna be they take money out of it.
yeah, and well, I don't think they take money out of it. You pay a fee for
Yeah,
it.
it's a
Something.
fee.
But the only difference between those two, and just so you guys know, for not just for this, but I mean, if you ever buy anything on PayPal, never, ever, ever, if you're buying something, any goods and services, don't ever send friends and family, because with friends and family, you don't have, like, you can't go back up to like 90 days or more. If you do it the other way for the goods and services and pay that tiny small fee, that's where all your protection is at. But for us,
You're just giving us a gift, anyways.
Yeah.
You're already getting what we're delivering. Awesome.
oh, that's really good news, Chris. No matter what, YouTube steals 30%. Yes,
Oh my God, yes. If they ever change it, they'll never change it.
I don't think so. Twitch, 50-50 split, by the way, love.
we didn't take care of it, and as a result of that, we put on what's called a forfeiture. You took care of that ticket at some point, but after the forfeiture was lifted, you still are required to pay a reinstatement fee in order to be valid. The allegation here is that you had failed to pay that reinstatement fee after taking care of the old ticket. So that's what they're accusing you of doing as far as your license is concerned. All right. Not that it was active under an active suspension back on July the 15th, but on that date that you had previously been suspended, the suspension had ended, or forfeiture, and that had ended, but that the reinstatement fee had not been paid.
Do you know what ticket it was, sir, by any chance?
I can tell you it looks like it was, where's our case number? 22 TRD 432.
Because I know that the clerk lady.
It's a speeding ticket that you got back in January and that you took care of in March.
January, got the speeding ticket on Broad Street, correct?
I'm not sure where it was. This doesn't tell me, but it tells me that you were cited back on January 21st. That ultimately,
good point,
excuse me, you resolved the matter on the 25th of March. It alleges, well, not alleges because you were found guilty of it or pled guilty, 55 and a 35. So
Yep, I remember that.
So here's what you need to do. Number one, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Okay. What can you confirm your address for me?
Yeah, 138 Ford Avenue, Southwest, Pataskala, Ohio.
And they had, now your ticket says 140.
It's both the same. It's the same property.
Well, we had 138 anyway. So
138, 140. I mean, it's the same thing. It's right there. But anyway, the lady over here that when you pay your tickets, I called it and paid it over line, and then she called me right back and she said, Jerome, I'm sorry, but I have to charge your card again because I didn't charge you the full amount. So I said, okay. I said, go ahead, run my card again, whatever you got to do to make sure that ticket's paid. That's the ticket right there. Now, do you think something got messed up when she?
It's possible, but they can tell you if there was some sort of a glitch, that we should have a record of it. And you're going down to the clerk's office in a minute, so you can ask them about that when you're down there.
Yeah, because I need my license, sir. Like I take my kids.
Here's what I'm telling you. Based on what I see here, as long as they didn't put on a new forfeiture on this case, and I don't know whether they did or not. If they didn't, the only thing that's keeping you from being valid is paying that reinstatement fee. So what you need to do is you need to get on the BMV's website and look that up. That should be able to tell you, or just call down to a registrar's office. And
I like this guy at least wore a tie.
Pull it up and tell you, yes, sir, this is what
definitely, yeah.
According to what I see, the unofficial printout of and that's of course effective from June. I don't know what's happened since July. I'm sorry, but as of the date you got this ticket, the only thing keeping you allegedly from having a valid driver's license was not paying that reinstatement fee.
I went and paid the $35 at High Street, South High Street. I paid
over in Pataskala.
No, South High Street, like in Columbus.
Oh, okay.
I was in the company truck, and I was just. This is before my first court date. I came and seen you. Okay. I went and paid that to make sure that I was valid or reinstated or whatever. Because
this guy's getting
well, confused. As you know, and you've had a little bit of an experience with the BMV, it's a little tricky, and so you just got to make sure 100% that you follow through. So what I would do is talk to the clerk today about what happened. Possibly, maybe there was a problem with the way they processed your payment, and number two, get in touch with the BMV to find out exactly what you need to do in order to be valid. Okay.
Now, can I pay some money on this ticket today?
Well, you haven't been convicted of anything on this yet because you have to go see Judge George. If you ultimately plead guilty or are convicted, then he will go ahead and impose fines and court costs, and then you'll be able to start making payments on that. But as of right now, you don't owe any money on this case because you haven't been convicted of anything. All right.
All right.
Like I said, it's a little complicated, but you're really not that far away from being straight.
I'm over here checking something. Just a minute. All right.
I just need to drive. I need to drive back and forth to work.
Sure. You just got to follow up with the appropriate agencies. Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right. You may go with the bailiff. Thank you, sir. Right. They are ready?
He can drive.
Go ahead.
He's just
turn this on then.
We're going to the back, I think.
Just unplugged it.
Oh, yeah. Is he doing things backwards today?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's hooking it up.
Got a very nice bailiff jacket on right there, by the way. Can I get one of those?
Good afternoon, Sue. How are you doing today? I understand you've been a little busy down there.
Sue,
yeah, it's a little crazy today.
Yeah. Well, we only had 3 walk-ins. We were able to just wrap those guys up just now, so we'll go ahead and jump into yours and be finished with it today. All right?
Okay, good.
All right. First up is going to be Ashley Knuckles.
Yep.
Knuckles?
Knuckles. Professional boxer, perhaps?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Are you Miss Knuckles?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and take your mask off or down.
Let's see it.
Did you watch the video and do you understand your rights in court today?
Yes, sir.
Did you receive a copy of the complaint that was filed against you?
Yes, sir.
Did you read it and do you understand you've been charged with 1 count of child endangering, which is a misdemeanor of the 1st degree?
Oh.
Yes, sir.
That carries up to 180 days in jail, up to $1,000 fine. How do you wish
and
to
an ass kicking?
Not guilty.
What is your current address?
11713 Moore Road, Newark, Ohio.
Are you employed?
Yes.
Where you work?
Rallies.
Where?
Rallies.
I'm sorry, I'm still not hearing you.
Checkers.
Rallies on 21st Street.
Rallies, the restaurant. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
How long have you worked there?
Generous by saying restaurant.
10 months now.
All right. Let me take a quick look here at the file, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about your bond. All right?
Okay.
So just bear with me.
I mean, child endangerment. I mean, come on, man. She said.
Thank you, Kira.
Ooh, don't. What are you doing? She's digging in her ear and looking at it and wiping it on the podium. By the way, my grandson named his cat he just got Knuckles.
Just survive. Can't fucking work it. Please don't pick with your ear anymore.
You know where Joshua is right now?
I hope not.
Your son, Joshua?
No.
Was he placed with a relative? Did Children's Services take custody of him, temporary custody of him?
No, they said they were taking that. I still had full custody, that they were just doing a safety plan and wanting them to go somewhere safe. I haven't been able to use the phone to get a hold of anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, any idea where Joseph is? Who? Joseph, your son, the one you're accused of neglecting?
Are you aware of whether or not they're opening up a case plan or anything?
No, I was just aware that they were just doing a safety plan and letting them go stay somewhere safe until I do my safety plan.
Are you aware we just saw a guy? Well, go ahead.
All right. Well, whether you call it a case plan, safety plan, whatever it's called, I'm going to call it a Children's Services case plan. You'll be released on your own recognizance on the condition you comply with any plan that agency comes up with. What's going to happen is this case is going to be randomly assigned to a judge, set for a trial. You're going to get notice by mail of when that's going to be. You can hire a lawyer. You're eligible to ask the court to give what you want for free. You can get the application at the jail. However, since I'm releasing you, you're going to be responsible for turning that in. They won't do it for you. Do not. I know you don't have any previous experience with the justice system, but it gets turned in at the municipal court clerk, which is located on the 3rd floor of the city building at 40 West Main Street. Do not wait until the day of your trial to deal with getting an attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Very well. So, any other questions today?
No, sir.
Very well. You may go with the bailiff. Thank you.
Do you know where Joseph is?
What did?
Joseph.
Daniel Barch.
Creed, I have.
Good afternoon, sir. You Mr. Barch?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Barch, you understand your rights in court today?
Yes, I believe I have.
Okay. Did you watch the video presentation?
Yeah, yes, sir, I did.
Did you follow along with the paper they gave you?
Yes, I have that completed and turned in.
Okay, and you understood the information then?
Yes, yes.
Good. Did you receive a copy of the 3 complaints that were filed against you?
I did, sir.
Did you read those? Do you understand what charges have been filed?
I do.
So the first charge is violation of protection order. It's alleged that on or about October the 7th of this year within the city of Newark and in Lincoln County, Ohio, that you did recklessly violate the terms of a protection order issued or a consent agreement approved pursuant to section 2919.26 or 3113.31 of the revised code. Violation of a protection order is a first-degree misdemeanor, carries up to 180 days in jail, up to a $1,000 fine. Second count alleges that on or about the same date, same location, you knowingly caused or created a substantial risk of physical harm to the property of another without that person's consent. That's known as criminal damaging. That's a second-degree misdemeanor. Carries up to 90 days, up to a $750 fine. And if you were to be convicted or plead guilty, you could be ordered to pay restitution. The last count alleges that on or about the same date and on about the same location that you did, without privilege to do so, knowingly entered or remained on the land or premises of another. That's commonly known as criminal trespass. That is a 4th-degree misdemeanor. That carries up to 30 days in the county jail, up to a $250 fine. So do you understand what charges have been filed?
I do understand the 3 individual charges.
And how do you wish to plead to those charges today, Mr. Bart?
On the charge of criminal trespass, I wish to plead no contest, Your Honor.
Okay. The other 2?
On the charge of violation of protection order, also no contest.
Okay.
And the criminal damaging charge,
Thank you,
Your
Carol.
Honor, I would like to absolutely plead not guilty.
Okay. What is your current address?
That's, well, 124 Western Avenue, sir.
All right. Well, that's the same
You getting a
address as
fight?
that of the alleged
Yes, sir.
victim.
If I may explain,
She called
my
HR.
partner, we're not actually together anymore, but we still live together. And I'm just got a job at Hope Timber. I'm trying to get my crap together so I can get out of there. I can get my own place. When I informed her I was not giving her anything more I was going to start saving my money so I could get out and get away. That's pretty much when she went to file the protection orders.
Great.
I don't feel like she filed the protection order because she was really scared or felt like she was in danger. I feel like it was a petty slight because I was incompliant.
Well, whatever
I'm not
reason she
saying
actually
reasons on
filed
paper are
it, but the
justified.
fact of the matter is it's alleged that it's in effect. Now, this was
Yes,
issued.
yes, sir. That's why I plead no con. I understand that the order is in effect that I did violate it.
Well,
Although
I'm inclined, Mr. Barch, to enter pleas of not guilty on all charges on your behalf. These are serious, and you need to understand violation of protection order, although a misdemeanor of the first degree today, carrying up to 180 days and a $1,000 fine. If I accept your plea of no contest and enter a conviction today, if you were to be charged with violating a protection order at any time in the future, whether it's this one or another one, whether it's this person, another person, and it doesn't matter whether it's next day, next week, or next century, it can be filed as a felony level offense, and it could potentially carry possible prison term. So the stakes are pretty high. So unless you're insistent on entering that plea of no contest, I'm inclined to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
May I ask you? The facts are the facts. I went to get some pants. I ended up leaving the house for shorts. I was ill prepared for the evening. It was 2 a.m. and I went back for pants. That's what I went back for. And she wasn't in the mood to let me get my pants and get out. She was just in the mood to call the cops, and they were right down the road. So,
well,
it was warmer in here though last night, so I appreciate that. That's pretty much what the violation of the order was about.
124 Western for the charge to which you're pleading not guilty, because you can't.
May I please just put not guilty for all charges then? At your suggestion, that seems fair.
All right.
It seems more wise than.
Do you have another address?
No, I have no other place. That's why I'm here. I have no other place to go.
Are you employed?
Yeah, well, yes, but I was supposed to be work today, and now I'm here. I mean, they're pretty reasonable people, so I doubt that they are going to hold this against me.
Oh,
They stopped employed at Hope Timber about 7 weeks ago, 6-7 weeks ago.
All right, now bear with me. I want to take a quick look here at the file. If you want to make any further statements about bond, I'll give you a chance in a moment, but
they would never hold
right
that
now,
against
just bear
him.
with me, okay?
One of their best workers.
While he looks real quick, I just want to go to this shot. Does she look familiar, this page girl here over at 3B? I just paused it. It was live.
She kind of does, but
she's
she
not the
has-
one that we like all got together and watched her when she got yelled at, is it? You remember the girl that got yelled at? She was on Zoom.
It's
and
hard
she had
to
all that
say.
attitude, and then we came back and she was you remember
hard
he
to
made her
say.
come in? It looks a lot
Yeah,
like
could be.
it. Looks like it.
She just may have one of those faces. She flip off the judge, Kiernoth said.
All right, now you made a lot of statements about what may or may not have happened, and I would caution you against commenting on that any further, but as it relates to your bond, is there anything that you want to say in that regard?
No, Your Honor.
Does he get the OR? That's the question. Pantsless.
All right, based upon the allegations contained in the court file, as well as your representations regarding residency, I cannot release you on your own recognizance at this time. I'm going to set your bond at $2,500, cash sure to your 10%, with the condition that you abide by the terms and conditions of any active CPO. So as long as that CPO is in place, you got to abide by those conditions as a term of your bond. If there's an allegation that you didn't, even if you don't catch a new charge, your bond could get revoked and you'd be back in the jail. Now, you're eligible to ask for court-appointed counsel. They have application forms there at the jail. If you're not going to be able to post your bond and you won't be released, they will send it down here for you, and your lawyer can file a motion with the court asking to reduce your bond further. Today, I'm going to leave it where it is, but you do have the right to have that looked at again by the judge assigned to the case. We will get this set for a trial, and until a lawyer gets involved, we'll send notice directly to you. Do you have any questions, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I have Well, I have a hearing on the CPO on the 11th, actually, to sort that out because I was just served yesterday on the 7th.
Right.
So
I know. I saw that on the ex parte order. That's why you want to fill that application out as quickly as possible so you can get the assistance of counsel. All right.
We get along fine, Your Honor.
All right. You may go with the officer. Thank you, Mr. Barch.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you're up.
Stansberry got a haircut.
Arjun Biswakarma.
Who?
Good afternoon, sir. Are you Mr. Biswakarma? And you can take your mask off.
Sorry.
Go ahead and take your mask off, please. Thank you. Did you watch the video about your rights in court today?
Sorry?
Did you watch the video about your rights before you came into the room?
No, I didn't.
Okay. They showed a video to everybody. It would have shown me at the beginning saying, these are your rights, and then you would have heard the sonorous sound of Judge Higgins' voice.
Spartles.
He is Nepali. He says he can understand most English, but he couldn't do his rights court because he can't read it.
You know, we've actually looked into trying to get a Nepali version of those, like we have the Spanish language version, but so far we haven't been able to find any place that can do that for
You're
us.
right.
Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. Let me take a quick look here at the file, and I'll make a decision about bond. I'll reflect on the file that we need to get a Nepali interpreter for the next court date.
Okay.
No. I can do it. I mean, I just need a little help.
Well, he's going to go ahead and do not guilty plea. Was that what you were going to do today?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and do it.
I'm going to get bond out today.
Huh?
I'm going to get bond.
Yeah, he's going to give you a bond. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm gonna guess OR. That's my bet. It's just a bet. Oh, Gary. Wow, we got a minute. Please like this video. Do us a favor. Subscribe to our case only channel. We Got a Case. And if you're watching from We Got a Case, think about subscribing to Creedence and Bishop show. No, I'm not Bishop. No, Bishop isn't here. But it's just like an honorary thing. And thank you. God bless and go to hell.
Can you tell me your address, where you live?
1877 Shorebird Drive.
Is that in Columbus?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what your zip is? Your zip code?
43229.
Is it 43229 or 43224?
43229.
Okay. Well, they have it down as 43224 on your complaint. Make sure your bond says 43229.
It is 43229. I forgot. I just moved here from.
No, that's fine. I believe you. But what I'm saying is it's wrong on your complaint. So, Sue,
Yes,
take a
sir.
note of that,
Yes,
please.
sir. I'm sorry about that.
Well, that's not your fault. You didn't type it up.
Okay.
Yeah, roasted admin.
Yeah. They've got it right in the incident report, but not on the complaint. So I'm not sure what's happening there.
Sue's a jack of all trades. He's Nepali. Creed, this guy's Nepali, by the way. I didn't know that was a place or a thing. Is that like from Naples?
I'm going to release you
Or
on what's
Nepal.
called your own recognizance on the condition that
He likes
other
noodles.
than at work,
Ah.
you're not to have any contact at all with Chabi Bandari, okay? You can't be around him outside of work. If you guys
What
are
a
still
great
both
name.
animatic,
Is this the
if
guy
you're
from the
there,
Shell
you're
station?
around each other, that's fine. Keep it calm. But if you're around him outside of work, your bond can get revoked and you can be put back in jail. You understand? All right. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf, and I will make sure that we have a Nepali interpreter for you the next time you come to court. We will send you a letter
They
at
don't have
your
any on
address
staff
telling
in
you when to
Licking
come
County.
back.
Just to
Understand?
run right in.
Okay, so I'm gonna get
Yeah, we don't have one of
You're gonna
those
be
on
released
staff,
today.
really? Drop the ball,
Sue, can you send
Stansbury.
along an application for court-appointed counsel with Mr. Biswakarma?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got like I'm gonna do like 10 more minutes, and I got a thing.
Yeah, we can go anytime.
I'm hoping
we'll
there's
never
not-
top what we did. Right
Oh
off
no,
the
and
bat.
I'm cool. I if this just runs a little longer than 10, I gotta run.
Okay.
But usually,
So, do you
these
have any
aren't.
questions?
You know
No,
what I
sir.
mean?
Very
Mhm.
well. You may go with the officer, Mr. Biswakarma.
All right, thank you so much.
He seems like a nice guy.
It's there about 2
Jeffrey
hours.
Cook.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Are you Mr. Cook?
Yes, sir, I am.
Mr. Cook, you understand your rights in court today?
DV.
Yes, I do.
Did you receive a copy of the complaint in your case?
He didn't show up for court and got
You
arrested.
understand what you've been charged with?
Yeah.
Looks like you've been charged with theft out of Heath. It looks like they're claiming Rural King. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. It's alleged to have occurred yesterday. It carries maximum penalties of up to 180 days in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. How do you want to plead?
Not guilty.
You say not guilty?
Not guilty.
All right.
You say he was stealing from the Royal King?
No, Rural King. That's one of those like a tractor supply.
Intoxicated, I don't know.
Oh, he was
Hold on
drunk.
a minute. We're going to talk about your bond in a minute.
He said he was drunk. He didn't know what he was doing.
Get rid of these staples of death in your court file.
Foster Brooks' cousin. Jeff the Truck.
We're just gonna go tomorrow.
He's
I
going to die of tetanus one of these days.
we'll see about Sunday. Oh, yeah. A very tired George Carlin.
Very, very tired George Carlin.
Who's Foster Brooks?
You know who Foster Brooks is?
No,
He was a guy who made a living pretending to be drunk all the time.
Oh, really? Okay, all right.
That was his whole gimmick.
How do I not know Foster Brooks?
It's a long. It's an oldie.
All right. What's your address?
18520 Buck Hill Road.
Did you say Buck Hill?
Buck Hill, yes.
Okay. Is that two separate words?
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed, but on your complaint it just says Buck Road.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't do
thing
it.
is, I mean, this is a nonviolent offense. Let me double check something here real quick.
Think he's trying to steal a whole tractor, or
there you are. Okay.
Hey, do you see that StreamYard's working on moving these our little things around these boxes?
Mm-hmm.
They confirmed that last week.
All right, Mr. Cook, you're going to be released on your own recognizance on the condition
There he
you not
is.
return to Rural
Yeah.
King. This case
Spot
will be
on.
randomly assigned to a judge set for a trial. We'll send you notice when that's
Spot
going to
on.
be, so make sure your address is correct, including the street name on your bond. If you want to get a lawyer, you can hire one
it
on
might
your
be
own.
time
but if
to
you want go
fire
court appointed, get an
the
application there
secretary.
at the
That's
jail.
been doing all
You're
the
being
typing.
released,
She's
so they won't
blowing
submit
it.
that for you. That's going to be your job. You know the drill. Don't wait until the day of trial to deal with getting a lawyer. Understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other questions today, sir?
Yes, sir.
Very well. You may go with the officer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sarah Davis.
Sarah Davis, come on down.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Are you Miss Davis?
Yes.
Miss Davis, you have three separate cases that we need to address. I don't believe you've ever appeared on any of them, so we're going to go ahead and deal with all of them. It looks like one is a dog thing from July the 8th. The other one is a trespass and a trespass thing from late July.
Think you
And
never
there's
show up for
another
anything.
Case from the following day. So let's back it up a little bit. You understand your rights?
Yes.
And the first case, let's see, we'll take it in chronological order. The dog warden is alleging that on or about June the 21st of this year within the city of Heath that you failed to license a dog, specifically, I think it says Beagle, 2-year-old brown and white, named Harley. That's a minor misdemeanor. The maximum penalty there is a fine of up to $150.
Harley.
How would you like to plead today?
Not guilty.
You say not guilty?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. What's
yeah.
your address?
It's
Why is her
164
hairline so
Fairfield
far
Avenue.
back?
164,
Yes, Fairfield Avenue,
city and state.
Newark, Ohio.
And who do you live there with?
It's like a $25 fine.
Well, I'm moving out of it apparently. Newman Hawkins. And
Okay. Well, I mean, is it? Do you live there with a roommate or what? Or do you even live there? To use that as a mailing address?
No, I live there, but I am moving out. So within
It's going to be your job to make sure that you give us an updated address when you know what your new address is going to be. Understand?
Yes.
All right. You'll be released on your own recognizance on that charge.
Thank you.
And we will send you a letter telling you when to be back. but it'll go to the address that's on your bond. So, like I said, we need
way too old for Creed.
The second case, which is 22 CRB 1174.
For me,
about July the 27th in the year.
For me, no problem.
Within the city of Newark and Lincoln County, Ohio, which you did without privilege to do so, recklessly entered or remained on the land or premises of another, as to which notice against unauthorized access or presence is given by actual communication to the offender.
I've seen
That's
it,
commonly known as criminal trespass. It's an M4, carries up to 30 days, up to a $250 fine. Understand?
Yes.
The second count alleges that on or about that same date, same time, same location, that you did without privilege to do so knowingly enter or remain on the land or premises of another. Again, it's a 4th degree misdemeanor.
She's living off the
Maximum
land,
penalty is
Creed.
30 days, $250 fine.
Of course.
How do you want to plead?
Not guilty.
Okay.
What? Go ahead.
True. There was a day
and that day was 2 days ago.
All right. And we have one more case that we need to take care of, Ms. Davis. This is 22 CRB 1457.
She might have been.
It's a busy carport.
Well, no, I'm sorry. The first count is criminal trespassing. This is alleged to have occurred on July the 28th of this year. It's an M4, same penalties I've just described. The second count, however, is menacing. It's alleging that on or about that July the 28th of 2022 in Newark, Lincoln County, in the state of Ohio, that you knowingly caused another to believe that you would cause them physical harm to their property or the person's
looks that way.
unborn or a member of the other person's immediate family. Menacing is also a 4th degree misdemeanor. So all the criminal charges other than the dog are M4s. So they all carry the 30 days and $250 fine maximums. How do you want to plead to these two charges?
Not guilty. Going to process some more court cases that she won't show up for. So getting this all out of the way. If he doesn't give her a hell of a good bond, I'd be very surprised because she is already shown she's not going to show up for court.
I love how
164 Fairfield
nonchalant.
Where the incidents has been occurring. That's why I'm moving. The Miss Watering, the one I was with, I've actually just turned
let's
my
hold off
phone
on talking about what may or may not have happened because you've entered pleas to not guilty. We don't want you to make any statements that could possibly be used against you down the road. Are you employed?
No.
Do you receive disability benefits?
No.
Just not working?
Yeah, just not working right this minute.
She's currently out of
What do you
order.
normally do?
Nursing.
Nursing? And are you an LPN or an RN or an STNA? What do you do?
STNA.
Where's the last place you worked?
What are we, a minute behind? Yeah.
It was in Franklin County for a home health aide. Gentle Hands.
Gentle Hands, I bet.
Let me take a quick look here at the files, okay? So give me 1 second.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Well placed, Creed. Well played.
Farmer Chad's had has had him since day one in April.
Farmer Chad been here
tried to
a
explain
month and a half or something.
Yeah, right. You got him since day one. Farmer Chad, thank you. $5 Friday continues. Don't forget, up next, we got a Chase, Florida Friday. We had to give Florida a day off last.
All right. Well, Ms. Davis, there have been warrants issued for your arrest since mid-September, it looks like. So obviously you've either been locked up elsewhere or you just haven't had any contact with the police. Where did you get arrested yesterday?
At that residence.
Oh, okay. All righty.
I had no contact with the police and I had no idea until like
Better about be no
3-4 days ago.
So why did the police come to 164 Fairfield last night or early this morning?
Because I was grabbing the rest of my stuff. Mr. Watering, who I was with, that lives at that residence, I just turned my phone in for proof that he told me to come over to grab the rest of my stuff. Everything was fine. I was there for 3 days, no fighting, no nothing. It was on my phone until he started drinking last night.
When he starts drinking, he is violent and mean. And I wanted to leave, and he wouldn't let me leave out of the residence.
So who called the police? You or him?
He did, because now I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone that works.
I want you to call the police for me.
Wi-Fi or nothing, and he took my phone from me yesterday.
All right. Anything else you want to say before I set bond?
I'm ready to get out of there so I can pull this out of here.
Thank you, Carol, for the $5. Carol, amazing. Well, like Artie Lang, she liked the cocaine.
Here's my
Yes,
question.
you're right. A little bit in this area here.
Yeah, it's a little slouchy. There's no reason for any nurse not to have a job. There's such a shortage of anyone to do that kind of work. She should never be unemployed a day in her life unless she's got some real bad issues.
I'll go with that. I'll go with my
cocaine. Down to the ground, cocaine.
Figure that out, Kirnoff.
He's got it.
You know,
she's getting that face. There it is.
Fletch, I think you're right. I think he's a great candidate for God Roger Harley, who needs a what is it? A serious weekend relationship. Still
yes.
That's okay. Yeah.
You didn't give Miss Anderson her injection for the last 3
here's
days
what
of
we're gonna
morphine.
do, Miss Davis. On the dog charge, that's going to be an OR bond. We'll get
Really
this
heavy
assigned, set for a
glasses,
trial.
bud.
In fact, we'll get all the cases assigned randomly and set for a trial. You're eligible to ask for court-appointed counsel on the 2 cases involving the allegations of trespass. You're not eligible to ask for that on the dog charge because it's a maximum $150 fine. Now, based upon everything that I see here in the court file and the fact that you were arrested at the address where all this supposedly took place, I can't OR you on the other 2 cases, but I'm going to set very low bonds. $250 cash to your 10% with the condition that you not return to 164 Fairfield Avenue in Newark, Ohio. If you're able to post those bonds and you still have personal belongings there, you can make arrangements for what's called standby assistance from the Newark Police Department. If you don't, then just don't go back there and violate
Almost
the bond
done, Carol.
terms.
Yes.
Your bond gets
You're
revoked and you
excused.
sit in
See you
jail
for a
until the case is over. Now, you're eligible to ask for court-appointed counsel. You can get the application there at the jail. If you're not going to be able to post your bonds, the jail will send your applications down here for you.
That's why we always joke whenever somebody has like a $500 or $1,000 or
Reduce your
anything.
bonds,
We're
but
like,
today I'm
"Whoa."
going to leave them as I've set them for now. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
No.
All right, you may go with the officer. Thank you.
Is that it, or we got one more?
Travis Molden.
Travis, come on down, Travis.
Good afternoon, Mr. Molden. You understand your rights in court today?
Tall drink of water.
All right. You're here because Judge George issued a warrant for your arrest for failing to appear for a pretrial. It looks like earlier this week or last week. I'm not sure when. The only thing I can do today is set a bond for you and send the matter back to Judge George. You check on something real quick before we talk about that bond. All right.
Fresh haircut on Stansberry.
Okay.
Okay, I got a game
The
show
only thing holding
idea.
you in jail, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask you why you didn't show up for your pretrial, and don't tell me it's because your lawyer didn't tell you when to be there.
I said, I never got paperwork telling me what time to be there. I got the court paperwork from saying that my lawyer was assigned to me and a paper from the lawyer saying that he was assigned, but I never got a paper saying a date. But we were just talking about last week that I needed to call in and figure out what was going on with it.
Well, your attorney was appointed back on August the 26th. Judge George had previously granted your motion to continue the matter. You put down 729 McKinley Avenue as your address, and they sent the notice presumably to that address, which doesn't make much sense for you not to know when you were supposed to be there.
So
Are you employed?
Yes.
Where do you work?
Atkins.
Yeah, I
Atkins
watched.
Disposal.
Yeah, and how long have you worked there?
About a year.
And what is your current address?
729 McKinley Avenue, Building A.
Well, Linda.
Well, that's the address you put down, and that's
You
the
were
address
summoned
sent it to,
earlier.
So All right. Anything else you want to say before I set bond?
It's just that I got a brand new 2-month-old baby, and I just need to be there to help take care of him. I want to get this taken care of. I did not mean to miss the court date at all. And I'll be there tomorrow if I have to be there. Like did not mean to miss it.
Sure. We believe you. Okay, here's the premise of this game show / reality show. We get a bunch of single people. We have them waiting at the magistrate's office. People's bonds come up.
All right. So when
we pay the low bonds to get the person out, and they go immediately go out on a date with the person waiting for them.
Discretion, because he knows
coming in 2024. I love it.
do, and frankly, I always appreciate the same deference from other judges when I've issued warrants. In this particular case, he set a bond of $2,000, cash to your 10%. So I am going to leave your bond in that amount, provide that this entry be sent to Mr. Dawson, who's been appointed to represent you, and refer the matter back to Judge George. If you post that bond, make sure you stay in close contact with Mr. Dawson. You can check your own case status online. You can call the clerk's office, so there's no excuse to miss it because you don't know when it is. But the main thing is if you post your bond and you don't show up in the future, then you and whoever posted your bond are on the hook for the full $2,000.
Oh, of course.
All right. So that being said, Mr. Molden, any other questions today?
No, sir.
Very well. You may go with the officer. Good luck with this matter. Sue, the next thing I have on my docket is The Weeknd. And I'm not talking about the singer.
Well, then I'll see you on Monday.
All right. You take care. Oh, and hey, don't forget, if we're going to make any money on putting those people in jail like that one guy said on Monday, you got to get more than 7 in here, okay?
Okay, we'll do. But we don't really want that.
No, we don't, obviously.
Bye, Sue. Have a great weekend, Sue.
For all you folks listening on YouTube. Have a good weekend, Sue.
That's us.
He's talking to us.
He's talking to us, ladies and gentlemen. That's the closest we'll get with talking to Judge Stansbury. I just know it. Have a great weekend, Judge.
Yeah, we're going to stop right there and let Creed get on out of here. We're going to get ready for our next show at 4:05. Florida Friday. Creed, there's some strange stuff. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
I'm ready. Well, it's Florida. We come to expect that.
And we're going to have something we've never had before on the show, something that hopefully doesn't happen too often. You'll have to find out what that is at 4:05, though. Until then, though, please like this video.
And I gotta say thank you.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Looking monetary monorail down
Hold
there.
on. Let me get the band tuned up.
I'll properly say thank you to everybody. Dallas, Alice, Bob, Dave times 2. Nancy, Gio, Cooper, Amy, Jill, new member, Loving Life, Kiernoth, returning OG, Carol Small, Barbara Chad. Thank you guys. We'll see you at 6 also for members only.
That's right. I've got a lot of stuff I've had saved up. Someone was asking what's on the cards. I got a bunch of videos we can watch
tonight.
There it is. We're going to clean out the computer. Really, we won't just talk the whole time. We're really going to clean it out. Again, thanks to all of you guys. Everybody sent over the PP. Everybody dropped the super chats and become members today. All that good stuff. We'll see you back here for a fresh week of We Got a Case on Monday. Until then, Creed and I will leave, and his wife, Emily, will wave in the background. Have her wave. Wave!
Wave! Damn it. Wife. Thank you for all the comments and likes and the constables.